From there, I'll just give you a brief summary of what happened to the shale oil industry in the area here around Lithgow in particular. Because if you look at it, 1823, and I'm just going to quote a few dates because that tells you when things happened. 1828, Lockyer surveyed a route through Caperty, Glen Alice, Caperty Valley to Mudgee. Suppose Mudgee it wasn't. I believe from what I can find out, it finished at Cudgegong area. Cudgegong area is now the Windermere Dam area. 1851, Lithgow prior to Wallerawang became a very busy interface community. That happened because the original routes that the Aboriginals took from Sydney up into the Blue Mountains area, and one of the highlights of their termination point was the Blackfellows hands out at Angus Place, out from Wallerawang. They then went to Lithgow, the Cox's River water, so that's in the now Wallerawang area, Lithgow area, was a campsite that they had. In 1870, the Western Rail Line was extended from Lithgow to Wallerawang. Just bearing in mind that from 1813 to 1869, the railway had been extended from Sydney to Lithgow, Barham Fells. 1813 to 1869. So 69-70, we go from Lithgow to Wallerawang. And then 1872, it was extended originally to Mudgee, but stopped at Caperty in 1882. Then the Caperty Valley, that's what we're talking about here, was then opened up for pastoral farming and grazing. Prior to that, there were some minor activities in the throat of this valley going back to 1906, early days, but they were very limited. And then we find that, just briefly, shale oil operations in New South Wales, and let's talk about the Lithgow concentrated area, on a broad margin of about 100 kilometres diameter. So in 1865 to 1914, Hartley Vale, it operated the shale oil, but it was mainly for candles and waxes. In 1867 to 1870, Kerosene Vale was operated for mainly a low seam. It was a low seam, high quality shale, and that is adjacent to, if you look at Wallerawang, Lithgow, Angus Place, Newnes, it was adjacent to Lithgow. But it only operated from 1867 to 1870. And then one of the better little finds in our area, as you come through Lithgow and you come to the Castlereagh Mudgee bypass, a mountain immediately to your right is a Bathhouse Marangaroo shale mine. That had a very good quality shale, and they used a very advanced retorting system there, and The retorted crude oils were shipped in 44-gallon drums to Glen Davis for refining. Nunes operated from 1873 to 1932, and it had a varying life, and then it ceased. Glen Airlie became a major operation from 1883 to 1915, and that's not operating as shale now, but a major coal mine is at Airlie. Meanwhile, Torbane Airlie went 1890 to 1944, so it operated for a fair while. It put its own little railway line into Capity, because remember Capity got the rail at 1882. Capity, as you come into Capity, before you get to the top, Pearson's Lookout, if you look up to the left, Crown Mountain had a very good shale seam, and it operated from 1891 to 1945. Mount Victoria, Glen Ellis, the Nile, these are minor operations, but still areas that produce shale, only to the stage where it might have been crude shale shipped out for retorting and refining. Cloundella,